This is just a 7-day reflection. I've been using the iPhone 16 Pro Max for about 7 days now. Ever since it came out, I picked it up like a hamster that was just robbing old people. The number one question I personally had was, did this phone overheat like the 15 Pro Max? Because that phone overheated and was so hot like your sister. Don't worry, Dylan, I'm not gonna talk to her, not yet. Wait till Thursday night, I'm gonna surprise her with a balloon the shape of a hippo, just like her. Does the iPhone 16 Pro Max overheat like the 15 Pro Max? Short answer, no. This guy does not overheat and have any of those issues whatsoever, which I'm personally very glad for, because the 15 Pro Max, bro, I would charge this thing, it would start overheating like, I don't even know how to explain it. If you know, you know. I don't know if the 15 Pro had this problem. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't really care. Now, I don't have that problem with the 16 Pro Max. However, long answer, I gave the short answer, which is no, it doesn't overheat. Long answer is we don't know. This is just a week in, maybe 2 months in, it's gonna start overheating, which I would update you guys on. Battery performance of this guy is actually really good, much better than the 15 Pro Max as well. 15 Pro Max, I don't know what they did with that thing. That thing was like, it was like a struggling deer that got hit by 3 cars on the same day. I know, such bad luck. Don't ever do the 15 Pro Max ever again. I use my phone a lot and I literally use it for every single thing. So I need to make sure that it has enough battery for at least the day. And this guy can carry on for about, I'm gonna give it a solid 30 hours with my form of usage without charging it, which is actually pretty good. To be honest with you, I feel like most people are trying to see these videos for 16 Pro Max just for the overheating factor and the battery. Everything else, I feel like we all can agree is stupendous. It's gonna be really good, and that's to be expected. It doesn't make any sense for it to have any other form of issue. If it did, I would actually bring it up. I don't see any other issue with it, other than maybe possibly the camera button. I'm sorry. Excuse me for being so improper. The camera button, I mean, it works. Definitely. Don't think it doesn't. It's not that practical. It's a little bit difficult to use. Maybe you need a little bit more practice. It's pretty, you know, cool, but I feel like maybe 2 generations down the line, it's going to be a little bit more improved, I'll just say. Over the course of the 7 days, I've really had no issues with this phone at all. And that's to be expected. Come on. It's 7 days. Everything's been running very smoothly. Battery is fantastic. Obviously, what am I going to say that's so bad about this? After 7 days? No. You have to give it a solid 2 months or so to really be seeing the negativities, I suppose. You actually have no idea how grateful I am for this 16 Pro Max and not overheat, because this 15 Pro Max would overheat. And I felt like in my pocket, I was going to turn into the Human Torch from Fantastic Four. Chris Evans, definitely, especially with the jokes. Hopefully with the jokes, at least. Would like to be a little bit ostentatious, mate. This is not a full review video. This is more so just a 7 days reflection. I will absolutely do a much more in-depth review of the 16 Pro Max. Definitely not now. I feel like I need to play with it a bit more, learn it a bit more. I can't just put out a review right now. Personally, for me, just not gonna work. Overheating, non-existent for now. Battery, definitely fantastic. Not as good as the 13 Pro Max, though. That thing, explain it, mate. Do me a favor and drink some goddamn water today, bub.